Are you tired of constantly translating in your head before you can say a single word in English? You know that feeling, right? That awkward pause while you're scrambling for the right words, only to watch the conversation move on without you. It's like your brain is running some old, clunky translation software, leaving you feeling stuck, frustrated, and a million miles away from fluent. But what if I told you the problem isn't your vocabulary or your grammar? The real problem is that translation habit. It's the one thing holding you back from having natural, easy conversations. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple but incredibly powerful technique called shadowing that will help you skip that translation step and start thinking directly in English. This isn't about memorizing more words. It's about completely rewiring the way your brain handles spoken English. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear step-by-step plan to break the translation habit for good, making your conversations faster, smoother, and way more natural. Stick with me, because this might just be the key that unlocks your English fluency. Let's be real, that internal translation process feels like it should work. You hear English? Your brain frantically searches for the equivalent in your native language. You build a response there, and then you try to translate it back into English. It seems logical, but it's the single biggest wall between you and fluency. Why? Because it is incredibly slow. Native speakers chat at a pretty quick pace, usually around 140 to 150 words per minute. That translation process adds a huge delay, creating those hesitations that make you feel like you're always playing catch-up. Even more importantly, it stops you from ever internalizing the real rhythm and music of English. Every language has its own melody, its own patterns of stress, intonation, and how words flow together. When you translate word for word, you're trying to force the rules and rhythms of your language onto English, and it just sounds off. This is why your speech might sound a bit robotic or unnatural, even if your grammar is technically perfect. Thinking directly in English is the ultimate goal, because that's what fluency is. It's having a thought or a feeling, and being able to express it instantly, using the natural patterns of the language. It's about connecting your thoughts directly to English words, not treating English like a secret code for your native tongue. So, the big question is, how do you turn off that translator in your head? The answer, funnily enough, is a method that doesn't involve thinking at all, but pure imitation. The solution is a technique called shadowing, and the name is perfect. Your job is to become the shadow of a native speaker. It's an imitation technique where you listen to a native English speaker and repeat what they say in real time, just a fraction of a second behind them. You don't wait for them to finish a sentence. You're speaking almost at the same time, mimicking them as closely as you can. And this isn't just about pronunciation. You are copying everything: their rhythm, their pitch, the way they link words together, and where they pause. The whole point is to bypass the analytical part of your brain that is so busy trying to translate and understand every word. Instead, you're training your brain to process and produce English sounds automatically. So why is this so effective? Well, the technique is so powerful it's used to train professional conference interpreters, and its benefits are well supported by research. It basically creates a superhighway between your ears and your mouth, completely cutting out that slow detour through your native language. It turns speaking from a mental chore into a physical skill. You're literally building muscle memory in your mouth and your brain. This act of simultaneous listening and speaking is the key to retraining your brain to operate in English. So, how do you actually get started? It's simpler than you might think, but consistency is everything. Here's a step-by-step guide to start shadowing today. First, pick your material. This is a key step. You want to find a short audio or video clip, just 1 or 2 minutes long, that's clear and interesting. It could be a clip from a TED Talk, a podcast, an audiobook, or a scene from a movie you love. The most important thing is that the speaker is a native and they speak clearly. If you're just starting out, it's a great idea to use material that has a transcript. Let's do a quick little shadowing practice right now. I'll say it again, and you say it with me. Start when I start. Let's go. I'm really looking forward to the weekend. How did that feel? A little weird? That's normal. Let's try one more that's a little longer. Just listen first. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. Okay, now let's shadow it together. Ready? Go. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. See? Even with a simple exercise like that, you're practicing the core skill of shadowing. You're zeroed in on the sound and the rhythm, not getting hung up on translating the words perfect or progress. This is the foundation you're going to build on. As you start practicing, you'll probably hit a few common roadblocks. Knowing what they are ahead of time will help you push through without getting discouraged. The first mistake is trying to translate while you shadow. Your old habits will die hard. You'll hear a word you don't know, and your brain will scream, "Stop! Look it up!" You have to fight that urge. Remind yourself that the goal is to mimic sounds, not to understand everything. Just let the words flow and stay focused on the rhythm. The second trap is picking material that's way too fast or difficult. If you're constantly falling behind and getting frustrated, the audio is probably too advanced. It's not a failure to start with slower, simpler stuff. Children's audiobooks or podcasts made for English learners are fantastic starting points. You can always level up later. Another common pitfall is practicing for too long at once. Shadowing is intense. If you try to do it for 30 minutes straight, you'll just get tired and sloppy. Short, focused sessions of 10-15 minutes are so much more effective. And finally, the biggest mistake is skipping the recording step. I get it. Listening to your own voice can be cringy, but you can't fix what you can't hear. Recording yourself is the only way to get real feedback and see how much you're improving over time. Learn to love it. It's a powerful tool. So that's the shadowing method. It's a powerful, proven technique to finally break that habit of mental translation and start building the pathways in your brain for fluent, natural English speech. Let's quickly recap the game plan. 1. Pick a short, clear audio clip with a transcript. 2. Listen a few times to catch the rhythm. 3. Shadow the speaker in real time, first with the transcript and then without it. 4. Record yourself and compare it to the original. And 5. Do it for 10-15 minutes every single day. This isn't a magic trick. It takes patience and consistent practice. But if you commit to it, you will retrain your brain. You'll go from someone who translates English to someone who thinks in English. You'll finally be able to share your ideas with the speed and confidence you've always wanted. So here's my challenge to you. Try it. Find a 1-minute clip today and practice shadowing it. Put this advice into action. And if you're looking for what to watch next on your fluency journey, check out my video on the top 5 common English mistakes and how to fix them right over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.